The FDA Vaccine Advisory Committee plans to meet on Thursday to discuss the approval of the Pfizer vaccine for emergency use in the U.S. Dr. James Hildreth is a member of the advisory committee and the president and CEO of Meharry Medical College. Dr. Hildreth, thank you so much for joining us. It's good to see you. Let me dive right in. Given the meeting this week, how quickly can the Vaccine Advisory Committee make a decision about the potential use of a vaccine here?
Thank you. Good morning. I'm happy to be with you. We'll spend the day on Thursday reviewing the data from Pfizer, and at the end of the day, a vote will be taken. So by the end of the day on next Thursday, there could be a decision made about the vaccine.
So that's impressive. By the end of the day on Thursday, we could know. And then how soon thereafter could we start seeing this?
If the FDA commissioner decides to issue approval, the EUA on that day when the vote is taken, as early as Friday of next week, we could see vaccinations happening across the country.
So that raises questions then about vaccine distribution, and that is good news if there is an approval as early as the end of next week. There has not for this country been a sort of clear and consistent plan in terms of a national response. Why should Americans have confidence that there will be one as it relates to vaccine distribution?
Well, first of all, the U.S. Army or a general from the U.S. Army is responsible for the logistics. And one thing that our military does very well is large-scale mobilizations like this. I also think that they should know that drug companies such as CVS are involved, and CVS stores, if you look at them in total, 80% of our population lives within 3 miles of a CVS store. And that's just one example of how we're mobilizing, taking advantage of existing infrastructure to make sure we get this right. So I think Americans can be confident that it's going to be distributed and done very well.
Dr. Hildreth, let's talk about confidence in the vaccine itself, because nearly 40% of Americans say they don't trust the vaccine for one reason or another. We're particularly seeing that in communities of color. So what is your message? What can you tell them? And how confident are you that the government will be able to instill confidence in the vaccine?
Well, it's a really important issue, and we spent a lot of time dealing with that at Meharry. My response would be that a couple of things. The fast speed of the developing of this vaccine is related to technology, existing infrastructure, and some really incredible science. The other thing is that we're identifying trusted messengers, making sure they are confident in the vaccine and allowing them to be the ones who are conveying the messages to the minority communities. We think that's going to work. We need to give them agency, the ability to make a decision for themselves, and that requires giving them sufficient information. We're confident we can do that.
All right. Dr. Hildreth joining us on a critical Saturday morning. We really appreciate your time. Just remarkable to hear him say that they could have authorization by the end of next week.
Yeah, it means by the end of next week, Americans may be getting this vaccine for the first time. It's a good moment.
Yeah.